new setup. There's no more static background. You know, it's actually moving for the first time, which is crazy. I hope you haven't missed me too much. I had a kind of idea drought for a little while, and also not a lot of motivation. However, I recently got into Pokemon cards, and I thought, why not make a video about that? Because, it's a really interesting subject. I get to talk a lot about that, but there's also, sounds for it that are very, very nice. I've enjoyed opening packs, like the sound of them. It's very nice. And so, I had the idea, why not just, make a video about that. And now I'm here, in the flesh too, hand reveal and all. That's my little dingo. Don't worry about him. He's just here to watch. A few things changed too, but no, I'm still mostly the same. I'm still horrible. I'm still a horrible person. But to give you a little bit of backstory, a friend of mine actually talked to me about Pokemon cards, and they got me into it because it just seemed like I love Pokemon, first of all, so it made sense for me to also want to get into Pokemon cards eventually. But they got me into it, explained the game to me too, which is very nice of them. And now I'm here. You can already see this little box right here. This little box of goodies. I kind of went overboard with how much I would get into this. And instead of buying one or two booster packs, as soon as the new set released, I immediately got an entire box of booster packs, which is 36 of them. Don't ask me how much it cost. I'm still a little bit surprised myself that I was willing to invest that much money. But it has been a lot of fun to do this, and I already opened a bunch of them, but I didn't want to open all of them. I wanted to do 10 packs a day, just to keep the excitement going. I didn't want to just open them all at once. That would have been a waste, I feel like. So I've been opening them every day since I got them, 10 packs a day. Except, I then realized I've been a fool. I've done or made a big blunder by not just, opening them on camera. Because, this is perfect. The sounds are so nice on this thing. The sounds are so nice on this thing. And it's a really, really niche, but also really cool subject to be talking about. So, that's what I've been doing in the past couple of weeks. Now, it doesn't explain the fact that I wasn't here for 4 months. But that's just been my activity in the past few weeks to get into Pokemon cards. And of course they had to release a set immediately after I got into them, with like this guy. It makes sense that I eventually realized that I was gay. Because, holy my god, I love this guy so much. And it's such a shame that he doesn't get as much love as like other characters have in Pokemon. But yeah, they released a set with him as like the main face of it, and you know, I had to get it. I just had to get so many of them. There was no other way. I don't know if I've already talked about this, but I am German. May have already been obvious from my accent, but yeah, I'm from Germany, and so all of these cards are obviously also in German. So this is going to be interesting, you know, reading out the names and the attacks and effects and stuff out loud to you guys. I'm really looking forward to this. I'm really, really excited. And yeah, I've already pulled a few banger cards. Actually, hold on, let me show you. So, as you can see, I got a few pretty cool ones. Yeah, I got a few EX ones. This one's really cool. But apart from them, yeah, look at that. But I also got a few full arts too, which is like really lucky. Well, let me try to get the focus on this thing. Yeah, so got a full art of Waylord, which is also the same name in German. Yeah, but I also got Iris, which is called Lilia in German, which is also so cool. I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a texture like to it on the card itself. And of course this one, which is like the best find that I've had for now, which is like, this is my favorite card already. It looks so good. It's like so nice to like see like the hollow too, with a foil. It's so fucking cool. I love it so much. Yeah, I pretty much shot myself when I got that. So yeah, that's like the loot that I have currently. But you know, I want to get and Zoroark too. That one's really good too. So yeah, that's where I am right now. this is in the shot. Should be. I tested the shots quite thoroughly over the course of this day. Over the course of the day. Tried to get like the best shot and like the best camera angle. So I hope that this is this works. Anyways, obviously we got a little bit of energy first. I usually put the energy in front. I don't quite know yet the correct way of opening these. I have heard that opening these or opening like anything scarlet and violet onwards is a lot easier because most of the usually the cards are in the correct order, that you don't have to like mix them around. I still found that it's more exciting to put the energy in front because you know the last card you pull after that, or the last card you pull in that case will be whichever rare is in the pack. Anyways, first Pokemon of the 10 packs that I intend to open in this video, we have Lombrero. The thing is, I don't know a lot of the English names, or whenever I see the German names, I don't quite remember the English names and vice versa. You know, you can like look at the little guy. You probably know what Pokemon it is. I probably don't have to like, you know, translate it for you. But yeah, Lombrero with the 2 energy attack, Aquaschlag, does 70 damage, and the effect is, während deines nächsten Zuges kann dieses Pokémon nicht angreifen. Basically, after this attack, it can't attack again, or it has to recharge for a turn. Alright. Raffle. Also, there's a lot of Pokemon in this that I don't quite know either, like entirely, because I haven't concerned myself with Pokemon since Gen 7, I think. I think Gen 6 was like the last good Pokemon, and then Sun and Moon was serviceable. Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon was fucking awful, and everything after that I just didn't care anymore, because I also didn't care for the Switch, and so, you know, I didn't really care for the Pokemon games there either. So yeah. For example, this Pokemon, I have no idea what this Pokemon is. Raffle, never heard of it. Its 2 attacks is Summon and Noggin. Summon gives you, lets you pull 1 more card from your deck, which is pretty cool. But you need an energy for that, so I don't know if that's very good compared to other Pokemon. Metang. I don't even remember this one in English, even though I quite like this. I quite like the Beldum line, but I don't remember the middle evolution. But yeah, Metang. 2 attacks, Psyhieb and Zen Kopfstoß. You know, side tackle and Zen headbutt, basically. Alright. FM. This one's actually really interesting. Noivern. Wait, no, Noivern was the is interesting because, it's just FM, it's just, radio. It's just named after the radio frequencies, which is very funny. Yeah, look at this one. This one already has a better attack than the one before, because this one at least does 10 damage, in addition to letting you pull one card. So, yeah. Schnellzieher. Ziehe eine Karte. It's quite fun reading these things in German. I'm having fun with that. Alola Geowatz. Or Alolan Golem. 1 electro energy, or one electric energy attack. Elektromagnetisches Katapult. Already you can see that Germans love their long ass words. So yeah, that's a mouthful to say. Elektromagnetisches Katapult. Wirf so lange eine Münze, bis sie Zahl zeigt. Diese Attacke fügt 70 Schadenpunkte pro Kopf zu. That is actually a pretty decent attack. For every heads you get, you do 70 damage. Which, if you're lucky enough, you do a shit ton of damage. And then the second attack is Megatonnenfall. 160 damage. Dieses Pokémon fügt sich selbst auch, dieses Pokémon fügt auch sich selbst 40 Schadenspunkte zu. So it hurts itself for 40 damage. Which, that's not that awesome. But, 160 damage is 160 damage. Alright. Let's see. Cavalanzas. Cavalanzas. 1 energy attack. Durchbohren. And the second is Eisenspringer. Während deines nächsten Zuges kann dieses Pokémon nicht angreifen. Again, an attack that has the Pokemon recharge for 1 turn after using it, which is weird because it's 120 damage, but at the same time, I'm not a very experienced player yet, so these attacks might also just, go past me. Anyways. Rokkos Erkundung. Durchsuche dein Deck nach bis zu 2 Basis-Pokémon oder einem Entwicklungs-Pokémon. Zeige sie deinem Gegner und nimm sie auf deine Hand. Mische anschließend dein Deck. So, Brock is called Rocco, which is weird that they changed his original English name, which is a reference to rocks, obviously, because he's the rock type gym leader, to another English word, which means rock. That's quite interesting that they just did that for no reason. Alright. Pico Chilla. Heap. For 20 damage. It's our first foil of the day. I think that's foil. I am so inexperienced yet. But, obviously that's foil. It has to be, it's like reflective. So, yeah. Picochilla. Next one. Adibom. Oder Adibom. I have no fucking idea. I've never seen this Pokemon in my life. Gleiten is its attack. Or Abwurfgeschoss. Lege alle Energien von diesem Pokémon auf deinen Ablegestapel. Und diese Attacke fügt einem Pokémon deines Gegners 120 Schadenspunkte zu. In Klammern, wende Schwäche und Resistenz bei Pokémon auf der Bank nicht an. Basically, you can do damage to any Pokemon on your opponent's side. 120 damage. Doesn't matter the resistances for at least the Pokemon on the bench, but only if you remove all energy from that Pokemon and put it and discard it. So yeah, Adibom or Adibom, I don't know. Alright. First rare of the day. Magbrand. Fähigkeit. Magmavogel. Lege beim Pokémon-Check 3 Schadensmarken mehr auf die verbrannten Pokémon deines Gegners. So any Pokemon on your opponent's side that's burning gets 3 damage counters more. And the 3 energy attack. Segnende Flammen. Wirf eine Münze. Bei Kopf ist das aktive Pokémon deines Gegners jetzt verbrannt. So, basically an attack that burns the enemy's Pokemon if you get hits. So, that's the first of the bunch. And I do also plan on sleeving all of these cards in the video, but that's gonna be at the end when I'm done. I probably won't be reading like the names and like the individual attacks like all the time, because I can't just like if I did that I would be like here for 3 hours. So instead I'm just gonna like look at all the unique ones and the ones that I get for duplicates, or the duplicates that I get. I'll just put to the side. Show you the code. I am very sorry. I'm not one of these people that give away the codes, because I play the Pokemon TCG Live app or game myself. So, I like using the codes myself. So, forgive me for being so selfish and greedy as to keep the codes to myself. Alright, we got a Psychic Energy. Alright. First card, Schuppet. With the attack, Spukschuss. Very cute art. The art is probably like the reason that I got into this. Next up, Hops, Kranowitz. Tempo-Hechtsprung. 30 Schaden, eine Energie. And 3 energy, Rasierflügel, which is 80 damage. So the theme of this set is that there's like 4 trainers that most of the Pokemon in this set belong to. And they have like stadiums too that do like certain types of like effects, but only for the Pokemon of the trainer that the stadium also belongs to. Anyway, Ens Sympholara, Psychosphere, which is 1 energy, 20 damage, and 3 energy, Energy, Siegessymbol. Wenn du diese Attacke einsetzt und genau eine verbleibende Preiskarte hast, gewinnst du das Spiel. It's a win attack. You know, if you have one prize card left and you use that attack, you just win, which is really funny. The cards are also nice to tap on. Billy und er. Ziehe 2 Karten. Wenn du anschließend 10 oder mehr Karten auf deiner Hand hast, ziehe 2 Karten mehr. Basically, you draw 2 cards, and if after drawing you have exactly 10 cards on your hand, you get to draw another 2 cards, which is also pretty cool. Alright, next up, Ramot. 2 energy. Glühender Vögelstaub. Doesn't do anything, but it does 80 damage, which is pretty good. Alola Knogger. 1 energy. Heimzahlung. Wenn mindestens eins deiner Pokémon während des letzten Zuges deines Gegners durch Schaden einer Attacke kampfunfähig wurde, fügt diese Attacke 90 Schadenspunkte mehr zu. So if that attack with 30 damage killed your opponent, you get to do more damage the next time you use that attack. Or, well, the next turn, not next time you use that attack. Next turn. Und Irrlicht. 3 energy. 90 damage. Does nothing. Does nothing else again. Another Rokkos Erkundung. Veliospa. Zauberblatt. 2 energy. 30 plus damage. Wirf eine Münze. Bei Kopf fügt diese Attacke 30 Schadenspunkte mehr zu und du heilst 30 Schadenspunkte bei diesem Pokémon. You flip a coin. If heads, you do 30%. You do 30 more damage, and you heal 30 damage. Pretty neat. Kapaloris is the next foil. Lebhafter Tanz. Alle deine Pokémon im Spiel erhalten plus 40 KP. Der Effekt von lebhafter Tanz stapelt sich nicht. Very simple. All your Pokémon gain plus 40 HP as long as this card exists on the battlefield. Pretty cool. Doesn't stack though. And 3 energy attack. Hydroplatscher. 130 damage. Alright. I already spoiled this to me by putting downwards. However, we got another EX card, which is, oh my god! Holy fucking shit. Alright, cool, that's awesome. Yeah, thanks for just being there in the second deck, in the second pack that I opened. Obsession EX. A full art with him in the background. Oh my god. I have to sleeve this right now. I can't just keep that. I just can't just leave that there. Oh my god. Okay. Oh god. That's an epic now. I bought like pretty cheap sleeves off of Amazon. They aren't like perfect, obviously, but they're better than like nothing right now, and I don't have the money to like invest in like an expensive card binder or whatever. So this is what I'm doing. Oh my god, I have to sleeve this like immediately. I could never forgive myself if I didn't. Holy crap. I don't know if you heard that. Oh my god. actually flabbergasted. Alright, let's move on. Let's not slow down. Let's make use of our luck. We got a basic fighting energy. Furry. 1 energy. Hammer. 10 damage. Wow. That is amazing. But I like the art. I am just now realizing that I think I messed up the focus on my camera and I didn't reset it. Give me a moment. Only the most effort here. Alright, let's go back. So, I'm also just now realizing that I may or may not have been doing this in frame. I'm gonna move my hands to a place where I definitely know that it's been in frame the entire time. Furry. Alright, next up, Tragosso. 1 energy, zertrampeln. And 2 energy, leichter Hieb. Also, basically nothing. However, the art is very pretty. Entzapf. 2 energy, Kurzschlussknall. 30 or 30 damage. Bevor du Schaden zufügst, lege alle Pokémon-Ausrüstung von aktiven Pokémon deines Gegners auf seinen Ablegestapel. Wenn du auf diese Weise mindestens eine Pokémon-Ausrüstung auf seinen Ablegestapel gelegt hast, ist das aktive Pokémon deines Gegners jetzt paralysiert. That's a lot of words, but the only thing that the basic thing that it does basically is that if you attack the active Pokemon with that and it has an equipment on it, you discard that equipment from them, and that also paralyzes, but only if you discarded an equipment this way. Ignivore. The previous evolution to the one that we had before that I already forgot the name of because I'm horrible with names. 1 energy, Irrlicht. Chillabell, Schweifschlag, 50 damage. Does nothing, but it's only 1 energy. Yeah, let's go. Maractus, my favorite. I love Maractus. Maractus is an amazing Pokemon, very underrated. Maracamba. In German. Fähigkeit, explodierende Stacheln. Wenn dieses Pokémon in der aktiven Position ist und durch Schaden einer Attacke von Pokémon deines Gegners kampfunfähig wird, lege 6 Schadensmarken auf das angreifende Pokémon. So basically, if this gets killed, the Pokemon that killed it gets damaged for 6 damage counters. And 1 energy, bedrängen, 20 damage. Während des nächsten Zuges deines Pokémons, während des nächsten Zuges deines Gegners, kann sich das verteidigende Pokémon nicht zurückziehen. So it can't be switched out after being attacked by this attack, which is pretty cool. Dann Terra. Fähigkeit, energy attack. Lehmschuss. 80 damage, does nothing. Alright. Foil time. We got Flemly. 2 energy. Kratzer. 30 damage, does nothing. Hops, Orgel. Funkelmütiges Spucken, 120 damage, 1 energy. Wenn dein Gegner nicht genau 3 oder 4 verbleibende Preiskarten hat, hat diese Attacke keine Auswirkungen. It only does damage if your opponent has exactly 3 or 4 prize cards remaining. Alright. Next up. Regirock. Fähigkeit. Steinrüstung. Wenn an dieses Pokémon mindestens eine Energie angelegt wurde oder ist, werden ihm durch Attacken 30 Schadenspunkte weniger zugefügt. So it takes 30 less damage if it has any amount of energy attacked to it, or at least one energy one energy attached to it. And 3 energy attack. Durchbrechendes Lasso. 120. Der Schaden dieser Attacke wird durch Resistenz nicht verändert. So no resistances are considered with that after that, or with that attack, from that attack, which is pretty cool. Alright, let's see, where are we? 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Alright, 4th one. Let's see if there's anything good here. I'm already flashed. I'm already flabbergasted from that session. Basic Dark Energy. Paras. 1 Energy. Blutsauger. 10 Schaden. Heile bei diesem Pokémon genauso viel Schaden, wie du dem aktiven Pokémon deines Gegners zugefügt hast. So you heal for as much as you did damage. Pretty cool. But it's also just 10 damage, so. Hokumil. That's a little guy. Look at this little guy. Tackle. 20 damage, 1 energy. Does nothing. Paldea Felino. This little guy. 1 dark energy. Stolperer. 10 plus damage. Throw or flip a coin. If you get hits, this attack does 20 more damage. Wirf eine Münze. Bei Kopf fügt diese Attacke 20 Schadenspunkte mehr zu. Bamon. I've gotten so many of these in the packs that I got already. I think I have like 4 duplicates of this one. Sanfter Hieb. 1 energy. 20 damage. Does nothing. Fragrunz. 2 energy. Aromastampfer. 50 damage. Wirf eine Münze. Bei Kopf kann das verteidigende Pokémon während des nächsten Zuges deines Gegners nicht angreifen. If you get hits, your opponent's Pokémon cannot attack. That is, of course, if he changes out the Pokémon, then that Pokémon can attack. And 3 energy, abrupter Kopfstoß. 120 damage, does nothing. Hydragil. 2 energy, giftige List. 70 damage. Das aktive Pokémon deines Gegners ist jetzt verwirrt und vergiftet. Tausche dieses Pokémon gegen ein Pokémon auf deiner Bank aus. So you poison and you confuse the enemy's Pokemon, and then it switches with a different Pokemon on your bench. Pretty cool. Belieber, 1 energy. Entfessler, 30 damage and 2 energy. Tempo Hechtsprung, 70 damage. Does nothing. Ens Klick-die-Klack, 1 energy. Magnetstoß, 50 damage and 3 energy. Dreifach Schmetterer, wirft 3 Münzen. Diese Attacke fügt 120 Schadenspunkte pro Kopf zu. So you flip 3 coins. For every heads, you do 120 damage more. Nice foil. Galar Flunschlig, 2 energy Lebensschelle, 40 damage and 3 energy Sprungbiss, 100 damage. Dieses Pokémon fügt sich selbst auch 30 Schadenspunkte zu. So it just hurts itself with 30 damage. Amazing. For 100 damage, bro, come on. But at least the art is cute. Yeah, let's go. We got another Wailord. This one's just a reverse solo, bro. I think that's reverse, right? I have no idea. Not yet. For energy, Hydropumpe. 10 plus damage. Diese Attacke fügt für jede an dieses Pokémon angelegte Wasserenergie 50 Schadenspunkte mehr zu. So 50 damage more for every water type energy attached to the Pokemon. Which is quite strong, because the base amount of energy you need for this attack is 4. So that's 10 plus 4 times 5. So it's already 210 damage. And you can just raise it more, which is quite crazy. But you also need to, evolve it first. Isn't in any of the shots. I would really hate to have to edit that out. But if it happens, it happens, I'm still having a lot of fun here. Alright, time for the 5th. We're halfway done already. We got a basic fire energy. We got another Wuffels. Raupi, 1 energy, Käferbiss, 20 damage, does nothing. Magma, 2 energy, Singende Flammen, 30 damage. Flip a coin, or wirf eine Münze. Bei Kopf ist das aktive Pokémon deines Gegners jetzt verbrannt. If you flip a coin, it's heads. You get to burn your opponent's Pokemon. Hops Volley, 30 damage. Schmetterkick, 30 energy. 3 energy. Schmetterkick, 50 damage. Does nothing. Does nothing else. Unfortunate. Ramot, again. Lextremo, Fußtritt, 1 energy. 60 damage. Does nothing else. Hey, we got another Lilias Kampfgeist, but this one's not full art. This one's the regular one. Du kannst diese Karte nur einsetzen, wenn du noch eine andere Karte aus deiner Hand auf deinen Ablegestapel legst. Ziehe so lange Karten, bis du 6 auf deiner Hand hast. So, you discard 1 card, and then you draw until you have 6 cards in your hand. Tunnel. There you go. Beldum, but in foil too. Look at that. Angriff. 1 energy, 10 damage, and 2 energy. Strahl, Despota. Oh wow, look at that. That's cool. So yeah, Tyranitar is a despot in the the German translation for whatever reason. It doesn't make any sense because there's also a German word for tyrant, which is Tyrann, but beats me. Fähigkeit: einschüchternder Blick. Solange dieses Pokémon in der aktiven Position ist, kann dein Gegner keine Itemkarten aus seiner Hand spielen. Yeah. You can't play any item cards if this is on the or your opponent can't play any item cards if it's in the active spot. And 2 energy attack. Demolierender Stampfer. 150 damage. Lege die obersten 2 Karten des Decks deines Gegners auf seinen Ablegestapel. The top 2 cards on your opponent's side on his deck are discarded, which is pretty annoying, pretty troll, if you ask me. Pretty funny. And yo, we got a Masquerada, or Mascagato in German. Fähigkeit: Showtime. Einmal während deines Zuges, wenn sich dieses Pokémon auf deiner Bank befindet, kannst du es gegen dein aktives Pokémon austauschen. So you can basically switch this one in for free if you want to, but only once per turn. 2 energy. Aufblühen. 90 plus damage. Wenn das aktive Pokémon deines Gegners ein Pokémon EX ist, fügt diese Attacke 90 Schadenspunkte mehr zu. So you do double the damage basically to any EX Pokémon. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I love Masquerada. That's the only Pokemon I care about in the newer generations. Alright. How many left? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Actually, oh yeah, wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. So this is the 6th. I had a little bit of trouble counting. Don't worry about me. I'm a very smart person. Don't worry about it. I can count. I'm 22. I think. Oh god. Don't knock anything over. I really don't want to do that. Alright. We got a basic fight energy, or fighting energy. Pum Pum. Korkenzieherhieb. 10 damage. 1 energy does nothing. And 3 energy. Fokussierfaust. 50 damage. Wirf eine Münze. Bei Zahl hat diese Attacke keine Auswirkungen. So if you flip a coin, or you flip a coin with this attack, and if you get heads, if you get tails, it just doesn't do anything. Amazing, right? Pikuchilla. Again. Lil Minip. Little guy. That's why he's called Lil. 2 energy. Bloodshot. 30 damage. Does nothing else. Geifel. Stärke. 1 energy. 20 damage. Does nothing else. And 2 energy. Durchbohrender Stoßzahn. 50 damage. Also does nothing. Whoa, we got a legendary. Viridium. 2 energy. Blutsauger. Blattsauger. 30 damage. And heal 30 damage from this Pokémon. Heile 30 Schadenspunkte bei diesem Pokémon. And 3 energy. 100 damage. Schwertschneide does nothing else, but it does 100 damage. Hops Wahlband oder Choice Band. Die Kosten der eingesetzten Attacke von dem Hops-Pokémon, das an diese Karte angelegt ist, verringert sich um eine Energie. Und die Attacken fügen dem aktiven Pokémon deines Gegners 30 Schaden mehr zu, bevor Schwäche und Resistenz verrechnet werden. So one colorless energy less for every attack. For the attack cost on whichever Pokemon is on it, it's on, plus 30 more damage for the Pokemon that has it. Arctos, 1 Energy, frostiges Flattern. Durchsuche dein Deck nach bis zu 2 Basis-Wasserenergiekarten und lege sie an dieses Pokémon an. Mische anschließend dein Deck. And 3 Energy, Ice Blaster, 110 energy, 110 damage, does nothing else. So basically it just builds its own energy and then it attacks. Visor, Clutcher, 20 damage, 1 energy. I think I already got that one. Yo, we got another Masquerada, that's cool. We got a reverse hollow one and we got this, we got a little foil one. That's pretty cool. Let's look at this one. Markbrand. We already have this one, but this one's in reverse, which is pretty sick. Alright. Now comes the 7th. Yes, now comes the 7th. Let's see what we got. Also, I don't know if you really care or if you care only about the sounds, but I am taking this quite slow simply because I enjoy just like looking at the art and like appreciating the cards. And I also like the tension and the excitement. Oh god. That just fell face up into my lap. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see that. Thank god it wasn't a rare card though. It was one of the foil ones, but I didn't see which one it was actually. Alright. Let's see what's in our 7th deck. In our 7th booster pack. Basis Metallenergie. Or, steel energy. We got another Tunnel. Kurte. 1 energy. Glühende Kohlen. 20 damage. And 3 energy. Hitzestoß. 110 energy. 110 damage. Qualelu. Schlummerhieb. 1 energy. 30 damage. Beide aktiven Pokémon schlafen jetzt. Während deines nächsten Zuges fügen die von diesem Pokémon eingesetzten Attacken dem aktiven Pokémon deines Gegners 100 Schadenspunkte mehr zu, bevor Schwäche und Resistenz verrechnet werden. So, it makes both Pokémon fall asleep at the next time, or on your next turn. If you use that attack again, it does 130 damage instead of just 30. Quite strong, but you also need to wake up. So who knows what you can do with it. Smoke on. 1 energy, Tackle, 10 damage, and 2 energy, Vogelgas, 20 damage. Very strong attack, I tell you. Ends Flampevian. 2 energy, Backdraft. Diese Attacke fügt für jede Basisenergiekarte im Ablegestapel deines Gegners 30 Schadenspunkte zu. So 30 damage for every energy that's cards in your enemy's discard pile. And 3 energy. Flammenkörperkanone. 90 damage. Lege alle Energien von diesem Pokémon auf deinen Ablegestapel. Und diese Attacke fügt auch einem Pokémon auf der Bank deines Gegners 90 Schadenspunkte zu. So you have the choice if you use this attack. You can discard all energy on this Pokémon and then also do 90 damage to an opponent's Pokémon. Ein lösbares Ticket. Zähle deine Preiskarten, mische sie und lege sie unter dein Deck. Nimm anschließend genauso viele Karten von deinem Deck und lege sie als deine verdeckten Preiskarten ab. Basically, you get to switch your prize pool with a different set of prize cards. Jungblut, 2 energy. Schlitzer, 50 damage. Does nothing else. Paras, Blutsauger. We already had that one though. Pelzebub, 1 energy. Leichter Hieb, 30 damage. Or 2 energy. Schmetterkick, 50 damage. Both do nothing. Ooh. Metagross. Or Metagross. 1 energy, 60 damage. Niederschleudern. And 2 energy, 130 plus. Verbundene Strahlen. Wenn sich Tunnel und Metang auf deiner Bank befinden, fügt diese Attacke 150 Schadenspunkte mehr zu. So that's 150 damage more if both Beldam and Metang, I forgot the name for that one in English, on the bench. So quite a strong attack, 280 damage if you get that set up. This one. Alright. That is our eighth booster pack. We're almost done. Crazy how fast this or how fast the time passes. But this is a lot of fun. I'm having so much fun right now doing this with you guys and finding out what things might be in my little booster packs. Alright. Basis Psychoenergie. Schnuthelm. Muschelklaps. 20 damage, 2 energy. Wirf eine Münze. Verhindere bei Kopf während des nächsten Zuges deines Gegners allen Schaden, der bei diesem Pokémon durch Attacken zugefügt wird. So it basically becomes invulnerable if you flip a coin and it hits, which is interesting. Draschel. 2 energy. Schutzdruck. 30 damage. Während des nächsten Zuges deines Gegners werden diesem Pokémon durch 30 Attacken 30 Schadenspunkte weniger hinzugefügt. So, 30 less damage after using that attack. And 3 energy. Schwerer Einschlag. 80 damage. Does nothing else though. We got another Hokomil. We got another Paldea Felino. Now we're getting a lot of duplicates. Furlongham or Furlongham. Die von Hobbs Pokémon eingesetzten Attacken, deine und die deines Gegners, fügen dem aktiven Pokémon des Gegners 30 Schadenspunkte mehr zu, bevor Schwäche und Resistenz verrechnet werden. So, any Pokémon that's part of the Hobbs team gets to do 30 more damage to the opponent for any attack. Cliver. 2 energy. Schnippelnde Kniefer. Wirf 2 Münzen. lege Pro-Knopf eine Energie vom aktiven Pokémon deines Gegners auf seinen Ablegestapel. So, you flip 2 coins. If one or both are heads, you get to discard 1 or 2 energy from your opponent's Pokemon. And 3 energy. Ein Hämmern. 100 damage. Does nothing else though. Vermancacity. Einmal während des Zuges jedes Spielers kann jener Spieler bis zu 2 Basis-Elektroenergiekarten aus seinem Ablegestapel auf seine Hand nehmen. So you get to take 2 electric energy from your discard pile into your hand. Gravalo. 1 energy. Hinzufügen. Pull 2 or draw 2 cards. And 2 energy. Schallwelle. 40 damage. Does nothing else. Oh my god. No freaking way, dude. Another full art. Hops volley. That's crazy. And we have another one too. Oh shit, and we got another Ends Reshiram. But that one's the more basic one. Still, that's so sick. Oh my god. I have to immediately sleeve at least the hops volley. Just, oh my god, holy crap. That's crazy that I get 2 full arts in this, in like 10 packs. And of course another Ends Reshiram, which I also like very much because I love Reshiram and I love N. So that's awesome. Alright. I should probably show off the card first. Hold on. I'm realizing that. I don't know if my camera just captured that, because for some reason it just automatically stopped the recording for no reason. But this is what I just pulled. Hops volley. Look at that. That's so sick. Let's keep it going. God, I hope it didn't just stop like right after I hit record. So I'm realizing there's a few things that I need to adjust next time. This camera it just keeps like stopping the recording for no reason, and it's upsetting me a little bit. So if you see a prolonged static image of something, that probably meant that camera just stopped recording for some reason. Actually, now I'm anxious. I want to check again if it stops recording. Code card, energy. And now let's look. We got a basic dark energy. We got Pum Pum again. We got another Picocilla. We got another Lemine. We got another Keifel. We got another Ramot. We got another Lextremo. We got another Lydias Kampfgeist. We got another Hydragil, but this time it's foil. I think it was foil before too. But yeah. Cavalanzas. I think we have that one too. And Enigmaras Voltrean. Fähigkeit. Blitzschnelles Ziehen. Du musst eine Basis Elektroenergie von diesem Pokémon auf deinen Ablegestapel legen. diese Fähigkeit einsetzen zu können oder einzusetzen. Einmal während deines Zuges kannst du so lange Karten ziehen, bis du 6 Karten auf deiner Hand hast. And 3 Energy Attack, Flottersprung, 70 Schaden, 70 damage. Does nothing else. So, you can discard 1 electric energy from this card. And then you can draw as long as you can draw cards until you get, or until you have 6 cards on your hands again, or your hand again. And now let me check one final time if the recording is still going. It is. Thank God. I don't know why it did that multiple times too. It's like the 3rd time. Alright. This is gonna be the last pack of the game, of the video. After that, we start sleeving. I don't know if sleeving is gonna make any sounds, but I still want to include it in the video because it's fun for me, and it's like it's quite therapeutic to be sleeving cards, to me at least. And I hope you find it too. Find that too. I hope it also records. You know, I don't trust my camera anymore. I did it in the wrong order already. Whoopsie daisy. Don't worry about it. You didn't see nothing. We got a basic fire energy. We got Fire, 3 energy, Surfer, 60 damage. Enigma's Blip, 2 energy, Mini Stromstoß, 30 damage. We got Oughhhhh. This is different from Oughhhhh. This one's just a regular one. 2 energy, pausenloses Spucken, 50 times damage. Wirf so lange eine Münze, bis sie Zahl zeigt. Diese Attacke fügt 50 Schadenspunkte pro Kopf zu. So you flip a coin indefinitely until you get heads, until you get tails. For every heads, you do 50 damage. We got another Philiospa. We got Schlaraffel, 2 energy, gefräßiger Schweif, 60 damage. Ziehe 2 Karten. You just draw 2 cards when you use that attack. Regeis or Regeis, 2 energy, Eiszapfen, 30 damage. Does nothing. 3 energy, Blizzard, 90 damage. Diese Attacke fügt auch jedem Pokémon auf der Bank deines Gegners 10 Schadenspunkte zu. So every Pokémon on your opponent's bench takes 10 damage when you use that attack. Hops Kraramor, 1 energy, durchschießen, 50 damage. Diese Attacke fügt auch einem Pokémon auf der Bank deines Gegners 50 Schadenspunkte zu. So you do 50 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon of your choosing if you use that attack. 3 energy, Stahlflügel, 150 damage. Während des nächsten Zuges deines Gegners werden diesem Pokémon durch Attacken 60 Schadenspunkte weniger zugefügt. So if you use that attack, this Pokemon takes 60 less damage next turn, which is pretty good. We got another Pilipper, but this time in foil. We got another... Wait, no, that's a new one. Patinaraya, 3 energy, Ramme, 100 damage, does nothing else, and 4 energy, Mega Einschlag, 160 damage, also does nothing. Alright, last pack of the day. What do we get? What do we get? I'm excited. Oh, yo! Sink in das Feuer. 200 damage. Lege eine Energie von diesem Pokémon auf deinen Ablegestapel. So if you use that attack, you have to discard 1 energy from this Pokemon. But still really good. 200 damage. That's also so cool. I'm gonna sleeve that immediately as well. Alright, that concludes the pack opening. Yeah, got 6 more in this one, but I'm not gonna open them today. I just wanted to do 10. I don't want to open them all at once, you know? But like I said. Alright. Now I think it's time. Jesus. Now I think it's time. We sleeve all of these little fuckers. I am excited to do this. As I was excited to open the packs, I'm now excited to sleeve them. These things are a little bit flimsy, so I have to be careful not to just drop all of them on the fucking ground. That would suck. Alright. I'm thinking I might do this completely silently, just for you to appreciate the sounds, at least for a little bit. hit the tripod. Shit. I stretched it a little bit and I hit the goddamn camera. I hope that didn't make it stop recording. I'm gonna stop checking now because I just want to get through this. Because the video is already, or at least the recording is already 1 hour, 20 minutes. And I feel like I'm running out of space on my camera. I already ran out of battery on my intro, so I don't really want that to happen again. And thus, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna pick up the pace a little bit. it's gonna look a little bit crusty, having to blur my face out. But at the same time, I don't really feel like doing a face reveal yet. I'm having a lot of fun with this though. I promise, the quality is gonna go up eventually. This is just like basically also an experiment. I have never once recorded a video before, like with a camera. So this is very new to me. So I apologize for any mishaps, like the camera just turning off or doing whatever. Second booster pack that I'm currently sleeving right now, I'm realizing. And wow, a full art session EX, just like that on the second booster pack. That was crazy. That made this entire ordeal worth it. I'm also realizing that I don't have enough sleeves. Sucks. Give me a moment. Thankfully, I have an already open pack of sleeves. Just in case, you know. Setting up, I didn't check if my camera was still recording, so I just hope that it still does, because if it doesn't, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so mad, so mad. But also, this is a learning experience for me. This is a big learning experience. This is interesting. Definitely expect more IRL videos to follow. I just need to figure out how to, like, you know, make them without, like, showing my face. But yeah. Alright. That is the last card sleeved. Let's take one last look, one last gander at our loot. Markbrand, Regirock, Vailord, Mascagato, twice, another Markbrand, Metacross, Ensereshiram, Enigmaras Voltrean, Crazy fucking Hops Sation EX, Hops Volley, which is also fucking crazy, and Reshiram EX. That is our loot for today. joining with me and joining me on this little journey, on this little another experiment, because I keep on experimenting and stepping out of my comfort zone with this channel, but it's not in a bad way. I am having so much fun just expanding myself and expanding my horizons, and doing this is so much fun. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you again at some point, maybe soon. I don't know. I don't know how my motivation is gonna be, but yeah, thank you for tuning in, and I hope you have a nice rest of your day. Good night.